Hello, Shelby Township voters. This is your friendly neighborhood clerk, Stanley Grot, talking to you again regarding election on August 3rd. Yes, we do have an election coming up August 3rd, and it's a special primary election, but it is a partisan primary. So please, again, be very careful. Do not spoil your ballot and vote only in one section of the ballot. And I'm going to show you the ballot. It looks like this. It's a very small ballot this time. It's one page, but it has two columns. It's got Democratic Party selection, Republican, and the third one, it's the proposals. We got a couple proposals from Shelby Township, but please vote only one column. Just because there are two columns doesn't mean you're going to choose candidates from both columns. You can only vote one column. It's very important. If you switch back and forth and choose candidates from both columns, the ballot will be spoiled and it will not count. This column here, no matter which column you vote in, Democratic or Republican, you can both parties can vote this column. It's a couple of proposals. One of them is public service millage renewal. That's the renewal for 20 years. Every 20 years we have to renew it. It's not going to cost the taxpayers any extra money. This is simply a renewal. The second one is police and fire pension millage. Again, this is renewal. There's no extra money involved. Taxpayers will not have to put in any extra money into this. Both of these proposals are renewals for 20 years. It's very important and crucial that the police and fire has proper funding to operate for the next 20 years. Again, please be mindful of the fact that these are partisan primaries. We will have a runoff for this election in November. So we have been receiving many requests for absentee ballots. We have mailed over 10,000 ballots a couple of days ago. You should be receiving them shortly. Whoever requests the ballots, and you have to request it. You have to fill out the application to request absentee ballots. We do not send ballots automatically. You have to request a ballot. You have to return the form back to us with your signature. We verify the signature, and if signature matches, we send you the ballot. What surprised me is some people requested only November ballot, and it's okay. It's your right to do that. But please keep in mind that if you don't vote in a primary, maybe your favorite candidate might not make it to general election. And so other people will be making decisions for you for November. If you skip August primary, you're missing out a lot because other voters will be deciding on the choices. Also, these proposals will not be on the ballot in November. So you're going to miss out on voting on these proposals. It's your choice. If you don't want to participate in the primaries, that's fine. But I just want to make you aware of this situation that if you don't vote in August, other people will be choosing candidates for you for November. November 3rd, the polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can go in person and vote. You can still request absentee ballot by calling our office or emailing or stopping by and filling out application. Again, Nothing happens without filling out the applications first. The applications for absentee ballots, simply because we need to verify your signature. And I can assure you that every signature is checked out. It has to be verified. And if we have a problem or issue where sometimes parents sign for their kids when they're away from school, believe me, we do catch them, and we just simply will delay for you to receive your ballot. The machines are tested. The system is tested. Everything is done transparently. Every vote counts one time in Shelby, and as it should count everywhere else. And so please participate in August 3rd election. A couple changes, well, not changes, but once you receive your ballot, you can drop off your ballot in 2 different locations, actually 3, because you can return it in person to my office, to the window, or you can, there's a drop-off box on 24 Mile Road in the entrance to Shelby Township municipal buildings. It's a green box. Again, you must sign your envelope with the ballot in the envelope. So once you vote for one person of your choice. You vote the proposals. You fold this ballot. There's a secrecy sleeve included in your packet when you receive your ballot. So you will put this ballot in secrecy sleeves where the number is showing here. You will receive this kind of envelope with the other stuff in there, but you look for the blue envelopes. Remember, this is the envelope you'll be receiving. Please look for it. A lot of people think it's a junk mail. It isn't. Look for this envelope. This envelope, once you receive, you open it, discard it, and you deal with this envelope. You return this envelope. Return to clerk's office, the green envelope. So once you put this in, you put the secrecy sleeve with the ballot in there, and then you must sign it. The reason for your signature is when we receive the ballot back from you, we verify your signature again. So there's a process that we're going through to make sure that there's absolutely no fraud involved and everything checks out. We get this ballot and we keep this ballot until election day. On election day, all the absentee ballots are counted. On election day, you can drop off your ballot if you still have it. You can drop it off at any of our drop boxes until 8 p.m. on Tuesday, August the 3rd. The whole day, even though people voting in person, but if you still want to drop off your ballot, absentee ballot, you can do that. A couple changes, very important changes. There's a construction going on in many schools right now. So we got a notice from Utica Schools, and we had to move some polling locations. You should receive notification from us on these polling location changes, and I'm going to read them off again. So location for Shelby Junior High will be moved one time for August only because the construction's in school. And that locations will be moved to, that's Precinct 5 and Precinct 30 will be moved to Shelby Township Old Senior Center behind Shelby Library on Van Dyke. It's just few hundred feet away from junior high, but please note that if you're voting in person on election day, if you're sending the ballot, you don't have to do anything. If you're sending your absentee, if you're voting in person, please note that that's what you're going to have to go. You won't be able to miss it because there'll be signs there, and this is the easy one to switch off. Again, one time only for August. The next one is Precinct 1, Precinct 14. It's the Crispin Elementary. There's going to be a construction there as well for August. So we are going back to May Stacker Park concession stand right in May Stacker Park. Again, you'll see the directional signs there, and the polling locations will be moved there for August 3rd as well. August 3rd only. The third one is Precinct 7, Precinct 22. It's a Morgan Elementary. Morgan Elementary, it has the constructions as well, and it will be temporarily closed. So we are moving to St. Karen Church, just across the parking lot. Again, you won't be able to miss it because we're going to have signs there, but the locations will be in the gymnasium, Precinct 7 and Precinct 22. Please keep that in mind. Again, this is for August 3rd. If we have any more changes for November, we'll communicate with the voters. We'll send you a notice. We'll send you a card, so you will be informed of everything is going on for the elections for August 3rd. Again, this is just a quick information for our voters. I want to encourage everyone to vote. If you would like to work on Election Day, please contact my office. And we are always looking for election workers. However, we are so fortunate that many people are volunteering, and we are in good shape, but we can always use more for November, and most likely next year will be huge. Again, big election. This will be a little smaller because this is a special election to fill vacancy, District 8, Senate seat, state Senate seat. There was a vacancy because individual that was holding that position moved on to different position, and it's a special election for Shelby Township. Even though there are elections going on in other communities, like for instance cities, they hold their regular elections. Our election is a special election. It was called by the governor, and we are conducting it. Again, I want to thank everyone for your participation. I want to thank you, the voters, for your patience. I want to assure the voters that in Shelby Township, elections are ran by the book. If anybody want to pull a fast one on us, we'll catch you. Please don't do it, and please cooperate with us, and let's follow all the rules and regulations so we have a honest and fair and transparent election. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.